Well, have you ever been to Shaganappi? Well, this particular property is in the nice part of Shaganappi. You're going to love it because where it's located, you can walk to absolutely everything. And what you have here is a gorgeous character home from around the turn of the century that's been completely remodeled, and there is some absolutely amazing features that they've done in this home that you're going to love. And just to mention a few things, I mean, even copper eavesdrops, you never see that. I mean, these are cool features. The design of this home, I would call it more like a country home with some European flair. So come inside and have a look. You're gonna absolutely love this home. If you like character homes, this is the one. All right, so come into this home, you know, first of all, you just gotta love that beautiful front porch. You know, that's just part of the character of this home. That's just how they built them back in the day. You come in and, you know, this door, it's great, it's heavy. This is a really awesome, heavy door. And the entranceway, you know, this is really how they built these homes back in the day, the staircase going, you know, right up immediately. But you notice we do have some pretty high ceilings here. It's a real open concept. They've taken down some of the narrow walls that they would have had back in the day when this home was built and opened it up, and you'll notice there's just a tremendous amount of brightness when you come in. So just a really nice entranceway when you come in here. All right, so as we come into the eating area, the first thing to pay attention to, we have the original hardwood floors here. And you know, if you love the character, you will love these floors. I mean, you can tell there's some wear spots on them, so you could maybe refinish these, but you could also, you know, put maybe engineered hardwood over top or luxury vinyl plank. It would still look really good. So right here, this is an eating area. You've got a round table. You'd probably enjoy having, you know, your breakfast and so on here. It's beautiful to be able to see that these windows face towards the west here, also towards the south, so there's so much natural light that's coming in here. And we make our way to the rest of the kitchen, and you'll see this has all been remodeled. And they've done it right. I mean, they've used the space exactly the way you would want to. They put in some extra cabinets here, blended it in with the character of the home, stainless steel appliances. So everything's really modern, but just kept the flow of the old world look to it, which I guess you can call it that. Windows have all been replaced. This is a big window too. I mean, right over the sink. I mean, all that natural light coming in. We have a gas stove, stainless steel. But what I love most here is you can look right out into the backyard, and it's so beautiful back there to be able to look at all the greenery, because as you'll see as we go into the backyard later in this video, it's just beautiful. They've got a small little island here that's, you know, obviously this is portable, so you could take this and move it somewhere else if you don't want it, but it's kind of nice, it's kind of cute. They've got a couple of chairs here. All right, so take a look at this pantry. You open this up. This is part of the modern conveniences that are really nice to have. So there's so much room here to put everything that you need. So, you know, it's got the space of most pantries. Here's something that I really like that they did. They put the flat ceiling in, and they put the cabinets all the way to the ceiling. So there's lots of room for these cabinets. Subway tile, the countertop, it's beautiful. The color just blends in really nice. All the pot lights bring in lots of natural light. To top it all off, the brightness of this kitchen is fantastic. If you like natural light, this is the kitchen that has it. All right, here we are in the formal dining room. And I love this because formal dining rooms have really made a big comeback. It's pretty expensive to go out for dinner these days, so people are entertaining at home. And you'll notice that they've got a pretty large sized table here. You could easily have a table that will accommodate, you know, 10 people or so for Easter dinner coming up. They've got beautiful French doors that go right out onto the deck from the formal dining room, which I like. It also brings in a lot more natural light in here too, combined with this window that's right here and this gorgeous chandelier. I don't know where they got that, but that is a pretty nice looking chandelier, something you don't see every single day. Okay, the formal living room, it's what you would expect for the year that this home was being built. Just to point out a few things that I really like. Look at the ceilings here. This actually looks very much like the original ceiling that would have been built back in when this house was constructed. We've got, of course, the crown moldings all the way around, and that's really in line with what you would expect. And the casings around the windows, they look great. And that really fits in with adding the character of this home and keeping that character flow within the house. Paint colors really blend in nicely here too. This is a room that really you could gather, entertain people, relax in, still, plenty of room. And I keep talking about the natural light, but there's so much natural light coming in. These windows facing towards the west really bring that in. So overall, this is a fantastic room. All right, so I'm making my way up the stairs. You notice that actually these stairs are pretty wide, which is great. The hardwood goes all the way up to the top. And as you get up to the top, the first thing you're going to notice is that we got the flat ceilings again. We've got the crown moldings. I really do like the wallpaper that they put on, and I'm not usually a big wallpaper fan, but this really looks good. And the hardwood floor extends throughout the main floor of the upstairs, which I think looks good. So we're in the primary bedroom, and this is cool. Look at the ceilings. They are awesome. They're so high. They got a big fan at the top. They put in these beautiful pot lights that are the right ones because they bring a lot of light in here. They've got a king size bed in here, and it fits just fine with 2 bedside tables. There's lots of room to be able to have a bed this size. Now they put in the slat wall. When I first walked in this room, I wasn't sure how I liked it, but the more I look at it, the more I really think that was the right choice to do. This looks really good. Just a little bit of modern, with the character. So check these barn doors out. I mean, the style of them is like the turn of the century. I've never seen barn doors quite like this. They look great. And it opens up to a walk-in closet. They had California closets come in here and do this up, and they did a great job. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better use of the space. Let's make our way to the main bathroom. And this is another example of adding the modern to the old character of the main bathroom. First of all, I'm standing on the heated floors. That feels great. The tile is great, feels good on the feet. They put the subway tile around here. I think it looks good. And I love this tub. I mean, these ball and claw tubs, they are a classic. And this one is perfect, facing out to a window. So you can just soak in there. It's a heavy tub, but it's one of those ones where it's designed to really just sit and soak and relax. So this is just really indicative of what this bathroom would have looked like back in the day. So here's the second bedroom, and the size of this room, they're not using this one as a bedroom, but you could put for sure a double bed, maybe a queen, so it's still not a bad size. The same barn doors are on this room as well. And they did the same thing with California closets and make it into a walk-in closet. And you can see that there's lots of room for shoes, that's for sure. So this is the third bedroom. Same theme here, the character door, it goes to the closet. I have to say that's pretty cool. Just the way the ceiling is designed, I mean, that's all indicative when it was built. They got a double bed here, it looks like, still 2 bedside tables. So, definitely works well for children, teenagers, no problem. Now here's the fourth bedroom upstairs, and I think that's what really also makes this house so valuable. You just don't always see the 4 bedrooms up. Same idea though, they got a double bed, still room for some chairs. This particular bedroom though has a larger closet with a window, so lots of room here to be able to store stuff. Nice feature, and even some track lighting. Now, as I make my way down, you can see this home has had so much renovation over the years, and this would have been a really steep staircase back in the day. They've leveled it off and made it the elevation of it is more manageable. Took out the wall right here, so there's more natural light coming through here down as I work my way down to the stairs. Flat ceiling, they put the pot lights in, which is really nice to see. Coming down here, we've got really nice carpet. Like, they put some quality carpet in here. It looks good. They've done the best you could do with the space down here. We have a sitting area. We have a window. They added all the pot lights. Really important for that. When you're in a basement, it's nice to have good lighting so it doesn't feel like a basement. You've got a big living area. Now you kind of have to adjust to the lower ceilings. It's just how this house was built back in the day. But I think with the way they've got the pot lights in here, adding the light and the space of this room, it just still feels pretty good. Now they've using this area here as an office. And of course they've got a TV room over here with a sectional couch, another window. So it is what I would say a cozy, relaxing room to be able to come down here and hang out and watch TV. Now how about this in the downstairs bathroom? We've got a full steam shower down here. So if you had a day on the slopes, you want to come home, just come in here, turn it on, and just take off that chill. Really nice. It's great if you've got a teenager living downstairs. They're going to enjoy this bathroom. The tile work is done well. Everything is done great. I have to say, everywhere I look in this home, the renovation work that's been done has been done by a true professional. So this is obviously the laundry room, and it's nice. There's a window. It's got space here. It's got a countertop. So, I mean, they've got some stuff on here, but you could just make it a laundry room, and that's all. The electrical panel, just to mention that. So they've got an extra panel here as well. Obviously, these panels have all been upgraded. So that's why I say plumbing, electrical, mechanical, it's all been done here. So the nice thing about a home that's been remodeled, you can also see that all the mechanical has been redone. The electrical has been redone. So, all of the expensive work has already been done. This is a home you can just move in and enjoy. Okay, this backyard, oh my goodness, there's so much to talk about here. This is what you don't get if you buy something that's brand new. You just don't get a yard like this. So if you want a beautiful backyard, private, with all the mature trees, beautiful perennials, and I know you can't see it right now because of course it's March, but if you like to be able to be in the backyard and spend your summers back here, you can't get better than this. There is just no better. So let's talk about this. First of all, the deck. Beautiful deck. It's in great shape. They used great materials on this deck because it still looks new. It kind of has an old character look to it, but it still is looking new. We come down here to the second tier of the deck. Just more space to be able to relax, entertain. And everywhere I look, I just see greenery. They've done such an amazing job of putting the right type of trees here, the right type of flowers here. Obviously, the owners of this home, they love gardening and they love being in the outside in the summertime. That's one of the big reasons why they've owned this home and lived here all these years. The flagstone put in, this is really nice. This is expensive stuff to put in, and it just really adds some real nice flavor to the yard to be able to walk around here and out to the back. These trees, they bring in shade, but they bring in just the right amount of shade. And you still have plenty of yard space too. So if you actually have children and they like to run around here, you'll be able to do that in this backyard. So try to use your imagination. I know there's snow on the ground, but this is the nicest backyard you're gonna see in Shaganappi. All right, let's just do a quick recap on everything that this home has to offer. First of all, we're in Shaganappi, one of the more sought after communities in all of Calgary, close to everything, walkable. If you want walkable, this is it. We've got a farmhouse with a flair of European style in it, completely remodeled. Everything in this home has been touched. The plumbing, the electrical, the mechanical, you name it, it's been done. We've got 4 bedrooms upstairs, fully finished basement. We've got a steam room downstairs as well, and we have an absolute killer backyard. So if you'd like to get into a character home, you won't see these homes come on the market very often. They only come up every now and then, especially with the amount of work that this home has had done and the expense that they put through to do it right. So make this home part of your home house hunting in the next week. If you have a real estate agent that you normally work with, by all means, call your agent, book a showing. And if you don't have a real estate agent, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to arrange a viewing whenever it's convenient.